Chapter 31. As Sam drifted off to sleep, he thought of his own father, how he would have been proud to see that his son was making his way in the world. Sam consciously decided to focus on that feeling of pride instead of sadness as he closed his eyes for the first time in his new bunk, strangely comforted by the ballad of snoring men around him. At sunrise in the logging camp, the Jacks grunted and groaned in their bunks as they returned to human form. Sam felt an internal pulling as his body contracted, like he was packing a coil that wanted to spring forth. When his mind cleared, the first thing he recognized was the smell of breakfast. He turned over in his bunk to see John stacking wood next to the stove. Stu stood at the cooktop, steadying a large cast-iron pan, while Soup chopped and tossed in pieces of fatty meat that sizzled and smoked as they slapped down. The father and son worked smoothly and effortlessly together. Sam sat up and was surprised to find a pencil gripped in his hand along with 2 scribbled pieces of paper in bed with him. He collected them and realized there were more than just the usual scratches and squiggles. For the first time, there was actual, readable words written in a masculine calligraphy. Sam dropped down to the floor and went to the stove, holding up the pages to Soup and John. "Look," he said. "What's that you have there?" asked John. "They're not just scratches and such this morning. It actually looks like words." John took the pages as Soup looked over his shoulder. Stu strained to peek from underneath. "That's Arthur's signature for sure," Stu said as he pointed to the underside of the pages with a spoon. "Looks like proving night brought more than fur," John said as he handed the pages back. "Arthur's finally coming through. I'm sure you'll find something useful in there." Sam looked down at the swirled writing. It was much more fancy than the printed Huck Finn he was used to. He wasn't sure if he should read it right away or if he even could. "Go on. We'll finish making breakfast," John encouraged while he stocked the stove. As Sam passed his bunk, the pelt reached out and slid onto his shoulders. He opened the cabin door, stepped into the cold gray morning, and sat on the well-worn log bench outside. He turned the 2 pages in his hands. At the bottom of one, in strong strokes, was Arthur's signature, the familiar, ornate A, the first distinct letter. This must be him. This is Arthur. He wondered what great things would be held in the words. He turned the page back over to the front and took a breath. He began to read. "Dear Sam, your father has told me much about you." That's the end.